Hi, everybody, it's Weird Wink Wilkinson laughing and scratching at you. How's everybody doing today? I got a little bit of a stiff neck. Let me just fix this up. Oh, that feels a lot better. Well, I got a great show for you today with some wonderful weird stuff. I feel so very weird.
There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come in.
No human being would stack books like this.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
Well, it looks like you're the one who needs to be taught a lesson, pal. Class is paying 101. The instructor's Casey Jones.
Look, I don't want to fight you.
Well, tough rocks, pal.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
It's a cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Hey, what do you say we both be independent together, huh?
I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said.
We have the tools, we have the talent.
It's Miller time.
Luminous beams, so we not this fruit factor.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any rules.
Well, that's great. Either I have a monster in my kitchen or I'm completely crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
You know something? Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Rise to the top, oh yeah.
That's the nicest thing a dog can say about anybody.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Enough, I get the point. You know what you need? You need a Brazilian plastic surgeon.
I've got one that can see.
Sometimes happens, someone has to deal with it, and who are you going to call?
It's showtime.
Boy, oh boy, wow, what a day today. Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to, whether you're watching on the Alternate Comics channel or the Comic Book Radio channel, welcome either way. Simulcasting on both channels tonight. We got a lot going on. The King Cryptid campaign, number 10 to 13, launched at 8 o'clock tonight, about an hour ago. And Blood Moon, which was about 300 or so away from its goal last night when I did the show with Rob Geronimo, it hit its goal. So that campaign is funded. So we got to discuss that as well. So much going on. And of course, also sent off King Cryptid number 5 to 9 to the printer. It's in their hands and we'll see what happens there. Takes a little bit of time to get those back to me, but it is a big day today. I'm running 100 miles an hour. And if I miss anything during the course of tonight's show, please bear with me. It's a blur right now. It's all a blur right now. Before I bring on, we got Keir Covington here, and we got Bill Mouse waiting in the green room. Before I bring them on, let me say hello to you guys. Put that right up there now. We got IO1BO2 says, I got my King Cryptid number 10 to 13 order in. Also glad Blood Moon funded. Yeah, you're telling me. Thank you so much for backing. And I'm guessing you backed both. If you didn't back Blood Moon, you know, Don't wait too long. But either way, thank you so much for backing King Cryptid, and I am really glad that Blood Moon got funded as well. I can't wait to get that story out to you guys. That'll be around summer 2025, and we'll get into that more tonight. We got Bud Zimmerman says, back through the Alterna site. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. I can't wait to get 5 to 9 to you guys. Just putting the campaign up 10 to 13. Time flies. Time flies. This time next year, 13 issues of King Cryptid will be out. That blows my mind. Thank you guys so much. And we are going to reach the goal on this campaign. I'm pretty confident about this campaign. It's a matter of when and not if. We got Kier here as well. What's up, Kier? I'm going to bring you on in just a second. We got Ben here in the chat too. What's up, Ben? Thank you for being here. We got What Geeks Do Network says, congratulations on Blood Moon and the new launch. Got mine and a free poster. Day one backers. Physical perk. Day one backers. Whether you back on the Indiegogo or the Alterna site, you're going to get that Kier Covington 11x17 poster automatically included with your perks. I wish there was a way on either site to enable like a freebie thing so that you can have like actual visual confirmation of the bonuses you're getting. Same thing goes with the Victor Lugo trading cards. So that's not a day one thing. That's just a backing the campaign physical perk backer thing. So you get the Victor Lugo trading card as an automatic bonus too. But the day one backer, 11x17 poster from Kier. We got Wayne here. What's up, Wayne? Hope you're doing good. Cole King in the chat. What's up, Cole? Good to see ya. We also have Brian Sunleol. What's up, Brian? This is Hail All, backed and stacked. I like that. Is that new? Did you make that up? I like that. Thank you so much, Brian. And I can't see, because I got only the StreamYard open, but I gifted through the Alterna channel. We got monetization on the Alterna channel still. Not on my personal one, but on the Alterna channel. 5 memberships were gifted, and then another 5 were gifted shortly after. If you're in the chat and you got one, have fun with the emojis. That's pretty much all you get with the membership, but it's fun. It's fun, and it's free. If you want to purchase a membership, they're 99 cents a month, but we gift about 10 a month. So there you go. We got Shrek here too. What's up, Shrek? Hope you're doing good. Wayne says, congrats on funding Blood Moon. Thank you so much, Wayne. We also have, Brian says, congrats on Blood Moon, and let's start strong on King Cryptid 10 to 13. Yeah, let's go. 10-8 Comics says, hail Flash Samedi. Hail chat. I'm running 100 miles an hour today. Ugh. It's crazy. Seriously, it's all a blur. Kier says, the room is not green. Oh, boy, Kier. We're going to have a talk. IO1BO2 says, yes, I back Blood Moon. Awesome. Thank you so much. We got Bill Mouse here. He's in the chat, and he's also going to be on the panel in just a second. Cigar Gangster's here, too. What's up, Cigar Gangster? Good to see you. We also have True Believer here. Good to see you as well. And JD Smith here, too, says, howdy, alternans. All right. So let's bring on these talented individuals, the people that are helping me make this possible. Kier Covington.
Howdy, people.
And Bill Mouse.
Hello.
Good to see you guys.
How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing good. Oh, man, it's all, seriously, I can't keep track of everything today. I'm like, okay, this, okay, that, all right, the other thing. And as I'm in the middle of, just prepping and lettering and everything and getting things, I'm seeing, we got funded. Blood Moon got funded. So then I got to stop, and I'm like, okay, now what's going on? And then, so it's getting in, the 10 different headspaces today.
I feel like your screen should have all the action lines just in your panel, just like...
Yeah, I need a lot of speed lines around
me
today.
There you go.
That's for sure. Man, to just bring it across.
Yeah, get the point across.
Yeah.
Moving at 100 miles an hour here.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. This is good. I like to see new projects come together and be well received, and everybody's up and up, excited about it too. So that's good. I like to see it all come together.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. There's a lot coming out right now. There's a lot of projects going.
Yeah, it's gonna be for the next couple of months. It's gonna seem like a never-ending Christmas.
And once people start getting stuff, they're gonna get encrypted and then blood.
That's what I mean. Yeah, people are just gonna be constantly receiving packages of Alterna.
They all look awesome.
Because there's the King Cryptid, there's Blood Realm, there's the Alterna Remastered. Eventually, we're going to have the Winter Apparel. It's going to be more of a limited campaign this time around, just King Cryptid, Red Koi, and Blood Realm merch for the hoodie and the blankets. Gotcha. But still, so there's a lot of stuff. And then people that are celebrating Halloween, if you got Alternaween packages, you already kind of started early with getting the big bundle of stuff. So,
Sweet.
It's a lot.
Fun time of the year.
And before I dive into the campaign tonight, I wanted to give a shout out to Rob with his
the record. That's right.
His record came in. And I ordered only the record, so I didn't get like a special privilege in terms of getting something early just cause. I only ordered the record. So I was like, can you send it to me in time for Halloween? I'd like to give it a listen. And he did. So, but if you got the record, it's a beauty.
That's dope. Love it.
Plays great. It doesn't play like a 33. It plays like a 45. So you don't need to like adjust your record player or anything like that unless you want to listen to it kind of like the Chipmunks are playing the Blood Realm soundtrack. But it's
vinyl's got a level of cool to it right now. I love it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Does it say anything weird if you play it backwards?
I don't know. I don't want to ruin it. I haven't done that.
Sideways.
We'll ask Rob about that. So
if it does, and it's not just like "Hail the Blighted One," "Hail the Blighted One," and I'm gonna be disappointed.
It just says "Greetings, travelers" over and over again. All hail the Blighted One.
But yeah, it's great. So if you guys got this one, this is the first press printing that he did. I know he did a second one, and it's like a white album, but it's the same songs. And they did a great job. Stephen James on the music there, just fantastic. And the mix of it is really great. Sounds super awesome on vinyl. So, big shout out for Rob on that. I don't know if he still has, I know he's sold out of the red ones. I don't know if he still has the white ones on his campaign. But if you guys are interested in checking that out, I think it was like 20 or 25 or something like that. It's on his campaign that's currently in demand for Blood Realm 15 to 18. So you guys could check that out. It's on Indiegogo. But yeah, so
nice.
Can't wait to see everybody getting them and all that good stuff. And the comics especially, it's going to be crazy. This last quarter of the year is going to be nuts. So before I dive into sharing some stuff and going over the campaign, let me see if there's any questions in the chat. Doesn't look like it. What Geeks Do says, I'm going to go back and reread my King Cryptid right before 5 to 9 comes to refresh and prepare. Now, you don't have to, but it'll add something to it. That's the beauty of these issues, is that you get a complete story in each issue. They do all connect. There is a continuity, but you don't necessarily, like, someone could back 10 to 13 today and completely be caught up to speed with everything. They're not going to be lost. Right. Now, we do have a catch-up tier. You can get 1 to 13 if you wanted to.
I like that. That's awesome.
You get more out of it when you read all of them.
Just think when you started before 1, and now you're already up to 13.
It's crazy.
That's nuts, right?
As I was putting the thing together, and I'm like, wow, 13 issues. I'm just looking at the covers and putting all the covers together, and have a little graphic on the Indiegogo that has all the covers there. And we do front and back covers, but it's just the front covers. And I was previewing it yesterday, and Geronimo thought that it was the front and back covers because there was so many of them. And I'm like, no, these are just the front covers for the first 13 issues.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
you're building legacy, my friend.
And story. Think about that. Just in a short time, all that story that's been created for people.
Oh yeah.
People are always whining about there's no comics to read and stuff. Well, here's 1 to 13.
Well, that's the thing too, is that we're building up on things. Characters come back in, like in issue 13, we got Behemoth coming back in a big way. So there's all kinds of different things that occur where you'll see the characters again. It's not that characters are introduced and they go bye-bye and they never are seen again, and it's just a constant slew of new character.
Right.
But it's actually like building up character, building up the world. There's things that happen. Sometimes characters, maybe they start off as friends and they don't become friends eventually. There's things that happen. Maybe sometimes characters start off as enemies, they butt heads, and then they're friends, or they're maybe, you know, kind of not at each other's throats. So there's all kinds of different things that are going to be occurring within the series, but there are a ton of characters. There's a big world. Right now the world is relatively small in the series, but it's going to be expanding. By the time we get to like issue 20 or so, we're probably going to see King Cryptid being more outside of the New England area. Right now there's a lot of stories in the New England area, but you know, I mean, unless I count Blood Moon, he's on a completely different other planet in another dimension. It's a pretty big one.
It's a commute, but it's okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I really like
New York traffic, but
I really like being able to get in on a comic book from the ground up, because, you know, a lot of comic books have been around forever. So it's awesome to be able to right from the ground up. That's cool.
Yeah.
Really awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing that I really love about this series, is that not just the characters, you know, having all these different stories that involve them, but having them interact.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just like a dedicated story for a certain character, but as we have more characters, it makes sense to sometimes bring others in, and, you know, out of nowhere, all of a sudden you're like, wait, who's here today now all of a sudden, you know? And that was so much fun when I was growing up reading comics, especially, that because they'd highlight the guest star, but sometimes they wouldn't, and all of a sudden you're like, what's Thor doing here with the X-Men?
Right.
You know,
surprise.
I know, right?
Well, that's the fun of it.
Well, it's good to see creators that are fans. It's like, you know, you remember what excited you about comics when you were growing up, and it's like you're actually able to be in that position to do that for somebody else, reading new stories. That's a very cool place to be. It's a privileged
privilege. Exactly.
That's what it's all about, right? Yeah. Is kind of like carrying on, and you know, whether you're given the torch or you chose to just go, I'm going to carry the torch regardless.
I light my own matchsticks.
You know,
I run.
That's part of it. I think that's part of the responsibility we have as creators, to acknowledge that and build upon. You know, not look at what came before and want to tear it down and go, I can do it better. I'm so much more clever.
Yeah, tearing down is never a good feeling. Right? It's always building up and building up the people around you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's always up to the fans, like what sticks and what doesn't. So big thank you to everybody that supports and allows us to be in the position that we're in, you know. So this is like Keir said, we're in a privileged position. So
now let's see here. Brian's asking, are the tote bags included in the subscription package? The tote bags were included in the 5 to 9 king size campaign subscription. The tote bags, there are no new tote bags on this year's campaign, but Brian, you got last year's king size subscription, so you're going to be getting the tote bags and a whole big box of King Cryptid coming your way. So if you feel like you missed out on them, you didn't. They just didn't get sent to you just yet, but they will. They're part of last year's king size subscription. Cigar Gangster says, Pete, could you explain what is in the Supermoon bundle? I can't explain what's in it. It's a surprise, and I'll explain when we get into the campaign.
It's like the Matrix. I can only show you. I can't explain it to you.
We don't even know what's in it, so
no one knows what's in it but me. And we reveal and add the full. We're doing a little bit different this time on the campaign this year. I'll explain what that is and why. But they get revealed on the night of the full moon, and we're going to have from November 2024 to June 2025. Every full moon is going to be a new perk added, and on the night of a new moon, a perk will be taken away. Whether it's a full moon special or a part of the campaign already, is yet to be determined. But you guys will see, you'll be notified. Full moon specials this time around will stay the entire course of the campaign unless they get removed on a new moon. And the reason before we had like a full moon and a new moon special, it was 2 perks a month. The reason I'm doing it now, it's a little bit more King Cryptid specific, because his powers are at their peak on a full moon and they are very diminished on a new moon. So it's kind of like giving you guys stuff on the new moon sort of didn't really make sense with the character. It makes more sense to take something away. Now, we're not taking something that you bought away. We're taking something from the campaign away.
Get something out of your package.
I know that's a little too gangster. That's not part of our.
Yeah, and you'll get a heads up when we take something away this way, probably a couple days or so. This way, people know, hey, look, a new moon's coming up. We're gonna take this perk down. If you want this perk, make sure you get it before the new moon, and then it's gonna be gone. So it's kind of fun. It's a way to keep the campaign fresh too, which is always tough to do when these campaigns sometimes go for like a year or so.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
it adds up in your It's like
there's already so much. There's like 100+ items.
Product,
on the campaign right now. So yeah. Toad says, "Hey guys, just back. King Cryptid 10 to 13. Let's go. Thank you so much. Appreciate that." JD says, talking to 10-8. Jeff Kimbler says, "Whoops, wrong account. That was me. Let's go." Okay, I'm guessing you were Toad. All right. Either way, good to have you. Well, Geekstu says, with 13 issues, you're ready for season 1 of a King Cryptid episodic animated series. Oh man, am I ever? But well, let's have 100 issues out. This way, when we get that animated series one day, they have a lot to work from.
Right.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
And they don't start creating stuff on their own.
Yeah.
The books aren't done. I had to create it all on my own.
And if that never happens, which that's not something I'm gunning for, if that never happens, that's fine by me. Getting the comics out is more than enough for me.
It'll happen, but you'll have to do it in Japan. They'd really dig it.
They probably would.
Yeah, they like
the
that
monsters
stuff.
And the creatures and all that kind of stuff.
It would be huge in Japan.
Kevin says, "I'm late, but thanks for the membership, Pete. And Blood Moon got funded. Congrats." Yeah. And welcome. I'm glad you got that membership gifted to you from the Alternate channel. We got Bretsky the Great here. What's up, Bretsky? Also, again, we're simulcasting on both the Comic Book Radio channel and the Alternate channel. So if you guys are seeing names pop up and you're like, that person's not in the chat, what's going on? That's why. Because people might be in one channel and people might be in the other. Let's see. Brian says, "Pete, would you consider doing youth t-shirts at some point? Like youth sizes, like for kids and people of a skinnier persuasion?"
That's the medium size. By medium.
The lowest we've got is small right now. I would consider doing a youth size, but I guess I'll have to canvas people to see if they're interested in a size like that. Only because it's kind of expensive to go through with the runs of these. If only 2 people are getting a youth, and you're like, oh, we're stuck with quite a bit of those. Every time I do a campaign, it's always like between large to 3XL are the most popular sizes. Almost no one gets small, almost no one gets a medium. Maybe 1 or 2 people get those sizes. So that's why with the youth sizes, I'm very leery about it. But I have had people ask me for shirts for their kids and things like that. So I'll put out a poll, and eventually we'll see. Maybe we'll have something like that for the summer campaign when we do the t-shirts and whatnot. Let's see. I think that's
America. Everybody's an extra large or above.
Oh goodness,
America.
All right, let's go over this campaign here.
I gotta sew 2 shirts together to make it. That's how big my shirt is.
So this campaign is on both Indiegogo and alternacomics.com. You can back wherever you prefer.
Look at it all.
Look at all that sweet loot.
Dylan, do it!
Some people prefer the Alterna site over the Indiegogo because there's so much more to also order on the Alterna site. You can get everything at the same time. Keep in mind, though, when you're ordering a pre-order type item like this, that's not going to ship for a while. Like, this isn't supposed to ship out till like September of next year. If you order something that's in stock and you don't pay for separate shipping, what's going to happen is that the order is going to ship out when everything is available. So if you do want to order something and you want to have all your in-stock stuff at once, or you want to have all your pre-order stuff at once, you could do that. There's also an option to pay for separate shipping, so you don't have to place separate orders. And if you do that, then everything that's in stock now and available to ship out will ship first. If you do a pre-order where, let's say, something's not shipping out till, like if you do a pre-order and you do separate shipment payment, and you ordered Blood Moon and you ordered King Cryptid 10 to 13. What's going to happen is Blood Moon will ship first, and then you'll get King Cryptid 10 to 13, but you're not going to get anything for a bit because Blood Moon is not fulfilling till summer 2025, King Cryptid not till fall 2025. But you can get a lot of stuff in one visit on the Alterna site. You can use coupon codes. There's all kinds of other things on the site in general, like the rewards. If people are site members, you can accrue rewards on there. So that's why some people end up choosing the Alterna site over the Indiegogo site. But you guys choose whatever you want to. We have them up there because that's the option for you. So don't feel like, oh, well, if I go to Indiegogo, then they're not going to get whatever. And we're probably talking about a 2% difference. So don't sweat it in terms of what we end up getting from it.
Right. Yeah, they're cut.
Yeah. So right off the bat here, let's take a quick look at the covers for this campaign. So we got King Cryptid number 10. This is a king-sized issue. So this is going to be a 48-page issue, 38 pages of story. And this here features Killer King. I'm going to go into what these issues are all about. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it now. So this issue here, issue number 10. Following the events of Blood Moon, we got King Cryptid going back to Earth. Spoiler alert. Oh wow, King Cryptid's going to go back to Earth after Blood. Wow, you didn't see that coming. You know, it's about what happens in Blood Moon, not particularly how it ends. You know, even though it goes, it does end in a way that is spoilery that I will not give away. So he's back on Earth and plagued by horrifyingly vivid nightmares. So things get even worse when his nightmares come to life, led by a demonic doppelganger known as Killer King.
What?
You see what's going on.
He's got PTSD, bro.
Basically, yes. Yeah,
that makes sense. If I went to Blood Realm World, I'd have PTSD too.
Yeah, because he goes to Mordrin, gets really messed up by what happens to him on Mordrin for multiple reasons. Lots of crazy things happen to King Cryptid in Blood Moon that I can't talk about yet. You'll read about it eventually if you did back the Blood Moon campaign, which has 2 days left to go. So if you do want to back it, go for it. But it ties into the continuity of this series, and it also ties into the continuity of Blood Realm. So King Cryptid number 10 is the issue that directly follows the events of Blood Moon. So you're going to get Blood Moon first, and then you'll get King Cryptid 10 to 13. So you don't have to get Blood Moon, but I encourage it.
It's a fun ride. Yeah.
But yeah, when he's in Mordrin, he goes through a lot of stuff. There's a tremendous amount of disgustingly horrifying things that happen to King Cryptid that even though this dude has seen a lot and been through a lot, nothing could prepare him for being in this blood-soaked, awful war dimension. Mordrin is a horrible place. So if you're not reading Blood Realm, I recommend you do. It's a great dark fantasy epic, but you'll get familiar with it very quickly once you do read Blood Moon. So King Cryptid, when he comes back to Earth, he can't shake what he went through. But it's not just a psychological thing. Literally what's going on with King Cryptid is his mind is trapped between dimensions. Whoa. So when he comes back...
That's tight.
Yeah, when he comes back, here's page 1 of that. He's having these, we got a nightmare sequence, the first 5 pages. We just got page 1 as a preview to show you guys today. So it literally, the location, somewhere in an uncharted reality. So he is existing in an astral sense in his mind between dimensions right now. So when he's having these nightmares, when he's having these horrible things that he's reliving this trauma that he went through on that planet, little does he know, he's actually causing and has caused a tear in the fabric of reality. So there's stuff that starts coming through this nightmare realm that he's kind of created unknowingly. And this darker half of him, which manifests as Killer King, which is pretty much his mirror doppelganger reflection. Whatever King Cryptid's strengths are, those are Killer King's weaknesses. Whatever King Cryptid's weaknesses are, those are Killer King's strengths. So he's a difficult foe to face for him, but it's even worse because he also is the master of this warped nightmare reality. So this stuff comes through and infects the real world, and that's what this issue is. That's why we also need more pages to tell this story. So instead of 22 or so pages, which is usually what the King Cryptid issues are for story pages, it's going to be 38. And there's going to be some cool stuff in this, some deep stuff in terms of what King Cryptid goes through. We also get some backstory on King Cryptid, not an entire full backstory, but there's a lot that goes on in this issue.
And you're coloring it. Look at these colors. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm
traditional
coloring,
too. That's nuts.
I'm coloring issues 10 and 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art is looking dope, dude. Really, really cool.
Yeah, so
love it. Love it.
This is, I printed out Kier's line art. That's what you see on the screen there.
That's so cool.
And then I color over it so you can see a little bit of the bleed through on the marker and whatnot.
Yeah, those markers are working out great.
And then the same thing too with the first page for issue 12.
You're in trouble, big guy.
Bill Mouse's. This is
Love
Bill
it.
Mouse's art.
I wonder who's
And,
going to be
same
on that
thing.
list.
So
Yeah?
Is that like a backer tier where you could pay to get your name put on that list for like $20? I'd pay for that.
No, I don't have anything like that. I got some people on the list though. We'll get to them in just a second. So King Cryptid number 11. This is the cover here says Project UFO Declassified. The artist on this issue is Alex Jovich. He's doing everything in terms of the art, so he's coloring it as well. And this is a continuation of the plot line that's been building with issue 3 and 8. This is a direct continuation to issue 8. We get another piece of the puzzle with the UFO abduction, the alien abduction that occurs. And the premise here, so it says continue the events from issues 3 and 8. More pieces fall into place on an alleged alien abduction that occurred in 1987 as Jeff and Ernie come face to face with the Zeta Reticulans and King Cryptid. So we got a preview page here for you guys. We got Ernie on the left, we got Jeff on the right.
The Greys.
And we got the Greys. Zeta Reticulans, commonly known as Greys.
Greys.
And they're unusual. And we learn a lot about these individuals, these aliens, throughout the course of the issue, so I don't want to spoil too much about them. But this isn't like the standard usual, like, oh, they're creepy aliens and, you know, they're doing anal probes or whatever.
Nothing gross.
Not too many cows.
Yeah. This isn't like, you know, there's no cattle mutilations. There's, you know, nothing. These are offbeat aliens, and there's a reason why we get into it in the issue. As you can see here, they're not really being too frightening. They're not like tying down these two gentlemen. They're one of them's trying to shake his hand and be like, hey, how's it going?
What's up, bro?
I'm a Trekkie.
Right. So there's a lot of things that these, I don't want to get too much into it, but I will say that these guys have been here for a while, and they've essentially been raised on Earth, and they're really into TV.
Yeah.
There you go. That's cool.
My
They're
kind of
really
alien.
They've been raised on pop culture.
In the 80s, the best.
So, you know, even their code names, what they've chose to name themselves, it's a little wink, wink, nod, nod. Even their color scheme, we got Lou in blue, we got Mitch and in the orange, and we got Ray in the red. And they're missing their fourth member of their foursome here, Dan. So,
nice.
Wink, wink.
In purple.
Nudge, nudge.
And he's in purple.
Yeah.
He's being friendly, like who's your long distance carrier? Can I talk to you about?
Exactly.
I like that.
So, you know, the premise of this issue, Jeff, in the he's the white dude with the orange hair. His brother got abducted when he was 16. That was the last time he saw him, was in 1987. he doesn't really know. He doesn't know he was abducted. He's trying to piece together various pieces of the puzzle after he finds a King Cryptid footprint photo where he works. And where he works is the White Mountain, the Mount Washington Observatory in the White Mountains. And there's a lot of stuff that happens there. We do visit that location again in issue 5, and you guys will read a little bit more about that. Everything in this series is connected. There's a lot of plots going on throughout. There's a lot of subplots. King Cryptid, as you could see on the cover for this issue, he's hitching a ride.
Yeah.
So they don't know. They don't know yet, but they'll know soon that he's hitching a ride on that UFO as they've taken off.
Can he breathe in outer space?
No.
Okay.
But he doesn't really breathe. He kind of synthesizes oxygen.
Okay.
In a different way. Because he's sort of like, he's not just like a standard cryptid. You know, he's kind of magical.
Right.
So, yeah. But that's that issue. So that's issue 11. Issue 12, and I see a bunch of questions in the chat. I'm going to get to you guys in a sec. Issue 12, this is the artist, of course, Mr. Bill Mouse.
Yeah, boy.
What? I've heard of that guy.
Here we got Krampus. King Cryptid and Santa are in the clutches of Krampus right on this cover. And Bill, seriously, like the way that the horns on Krampus worked out, when I saw it, I was like, I gotta put those through the letters.
There's the thing. That's great.
I'm going to tell everybody that we jointly planned that out painstakingly together.
Happy accident.
That was the happiest accident. Yeah, you actually positioned it. You positioned it perfect. It's like,
yeah.
And by the way, dude, it's like I'm super
resist.
excited. I'm super excited about being a part of things, man. And thanks for bringing me in from the cold.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. I mean, this is going to be a lot of fun. This issue. So this issue, the whole issue primarily takes place in Jefferson, New Hampshire. It's a real town, and it's got a real theme park called Santa's Village. So Krampus actually hijacks the place, and he captures Santa en route on Christmas Eve night, and he's got him tied up. And he's going to take revenge out on Santa, because Santa and King Cryptid, about 100 years ago, put Krampus in a trap, and he hasn't been seen since. Now think about the past 100 or so years. Krampus hasn't been around to dish out punishment to all the little bratty kids.
Gotta do it, man.
Kind of makes sense.
Part of the job.
So Santa took his job. Santa was like, because they used to be friends, they used to work together.
Yeah.
You know, Santa would give out the chocolates and the fruit, and Krampus would give out the coal and beat you with sticks. And that was kind of it. The naughty list belonged to Krampus, and Santa took that. So Santa took his job. He didn't like how brutal he was getting with some of the kids, and he worked with King Cryptid to kind of shut him down. You know, they put him behind like a magic kind of spell sort of thing, and now he's broken out. He's broken free, and he's getting his revenge. And his big revenge here. Now, you might think he's cooking Santa. He's keeping him nice and warm. He's keeping him toasty. It's a little cold in Jefferson, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So what he's doing, he's keeping him nice and warm because he wants Santa to see Krampus assume the role of Santa Claus. He wants him to see that he's now going to put every child's name on that naughty list. And he's going to punish them like never before. And the only thing that stands in his way at this point in time is King Cryptid. But Krampus is getting a little ahead of himself, and he has set a trap for King Cryptid at Santa's Village in Jefferson, New Hampshire. So he wants him to come there, and he wants to essentially get both of them together to enact his revenge. Now, there's a lot of fun stuff that happens because there's animatronics at the theme park. I love any kind of issue and story and movie that takes place in like a theme park or amusement park that's gone awry, turns into like a haunted house sort of thing. So there's a lot of stuff here that's got like horror overtones mixed with like the Christmas holiday issue type feel. Krampus is a real creepy dude. He's got a real sick sense of humor, and plus he's also not really been around people for 100 years, so he's going to be pretty weird. So with this issue here on the naughty list, you were asking about this before. We've got Bill Mouse for a devilish good job on the front cover and interiors.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got
Pete.
Oh, that's on the list. Awesome.
We've got Peter Cimetti for wicked words, colors, letters, design, and back cover art. So I'm going to be doing the back cover for this issue.
Oh.
We got Keir Covington. Keir Covington's not even on this issue,
Yeah,
but Keir Covington's on the naughty list for wielding a mean pencil.
You see what happens?
No. I don't deserve this.
Nick Hunter's also on here.
It's all a setup
for displaying nasty art skills. Christian Rossi's here too for general wickedness with a pen.
Wicked.
And Alex Jovich is here too for being too talented.
Oh, get him.
So Krampus is
it.
finding any reason he can to put anyone on this naughty list.
Oh, man.
Starting with the people who predominantly create King Cryptid issues.
Those jerks.
So he's getting revenge on us too.
We're doomed.
And then the rest of the writing there on the naughty list is actually the legal info on the
perfect.
Yeah, that worked out great though.
I know, right?
On the on the book.
Love it.
Yeah, and thank you for like such a fun story to like introduce me into your universe, like to bring me in. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love
dude,
your style and your dynamics. Like you draw monsters great. I saw you drawing King Cryptid on a couple of those auctions, and I'm like, man, I got to get him on an issue, but I don't know which one. And it worked out perfectly.
Nice.
With getting you for this one. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with like the weird animatronics gone haywire. There's going to be a scene where King Cryptid's got to like fight using a candy cane sword. You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude.
It's gonna be a fun issue, but on top of it, it's also like this is another issue that sets groundwork for what's to come, as well as referencing what has come, even though we haven't had a chance yet, because King Cryptid's 500 plus years old, so he's got a lot of history that we can reference without actually showing it just yet, and we can always have flashback issues in the future.
Right.
So even the cover of it, people are like, I had one person going, what do you mean like he's back? Like this is the first time he's been here. Well, for us.
Yeah, for us.
For
not
us.
Not for him.
But not for them, yeah. So now we got issue 13.
Yeah, Behemoth.
Issue 13, we see Behemoth return. So Behemoth is back, and in the background here, we got Victor Lugo. Victor Lugo is the man who lost an eye to the Behemoth.
The hero of the story.
And he got he's the real Karate Kid, right? So Victor Lugo in issue 1, spoiler alert, he loses an eye to Behemoth, among other things. He gets banged up pretty bad by Behemoth. He gets wrecked. He almost gets killed, but King Cryptid intervenes. So in this issue, this is the first time in full that we see Behemoth return since issue 1. After the events of issue 1, Behemoth is essentially trying to discover who he is and why this thing was done to him. Because Behemoth was a human being, and he was genetically experimented on with the DNA of the Mothman. So he was turned into this thing. It's a genetic experiment that went horribly right, because this is what they wanted, but he didn't want this. They tricked him. So he's trying to find out and figure out who he is, and this is the issue. We dive into it. And Christian Rossi comes back for this issue. He was on issue 1 as well, and he gives a banger of a cover and a first page.
Yeah, that looks great. That's
now,
dope.
I didn't get a chance today to letter the first page of this
one. No.
So I'll have it up lettered tomorrow.
How could you?
That's okay.
But
still, it looks great.
The art alone is like, just soak it in.
Yeah, we know what's happening.
You know what's happening. So Behemoth in this, we see him flying. Where he is right now, he's at Mount Megantic, which is a couple miles north of New Hampshire. It's in Canada. So he's at Mount Megantic, and he figured out that this is a base. This is a warehouse that was a location that Necro was using. Necro is a New England Cryptid Research Organization. And this is the organization responsible. They have a lot of different labs set up throughout the world. And at this one, this is where Behemoth was born, essentially. So he finds that out, and he goes to this place, and he sees that it's really run down. It looks like no one's been there in a long time. Whether or not that's the case when he goes in, you'll have to see with the other pages when they're eventually released or when you buy the issue. But he comes across this warehouse, and he goes to investigate. Now, the things that we learn about Victor Lugo in this issue in particular. Victor Lugo's in a couple issues throughout the series. He's sort of like the big bad at this point, even though someone else is pulling his strings. Victor Lugo's got like a personal vendetta, though, with this guy. He doesn't really care too much for King Cryptid, but he's really got personal issues with Behemoth, obviously, because he took his eye.
Yeah.
But what Victor Lugo does in this issue, oh, man, it's horrible. What we learn about Victor Lugo, he's got a hell of a creepy, sadistic streak. And his involvement with what becomes a Behemoth and afterwards, we find that out. And all because Victor Lugo set the place up knowing that eventually Behemoth would come here. And he set up a tape, a video for him to watch. And it's bad. Now, we're not going to show a lot of it. You're going to see a lot of it through the eyes and the expression of Behemoth and the anguish he goes through seeing that video. You can probably think what it has to do with. I'm not going to suggest anything past that, but Victor Lugo is a horrible individual for what he does, all in the name of getting back at this guy one day. So we learn more about that. Now, when Behemoth discovers this, the immediate person that he's upset with, ironically enough, is King Cryptid. So that's how this issue is going to play out. Really? It's a heavy issue, and we're going to see how things play out with it. When they left issue 1, they were friends, buddies. King Cryptid helped them out. This issue, Behemoth is going to be pretty pissed.
I like it. I like the Behemoth character. That's an interesting story.
Yeah. So so that's issue 13. And issue 13 is also going to have a glow-in-the-dark variant. Yeah. A blank variant. Yeah. So when we do a sketch on it... I
haven't seen that before. I've never seen a blank that was glow-in-the-dark before.
I haven't either. So,
dude, that's a great idea. That's awesome.
I think it'll be a lot of fun, to do a sketch on there. You do, it'll take really well to Sharpie and ink and things like that. Not so much the color because of the coating of the glow-in-the-dark.
Right.
Yeah.
But the negative space will glow. So you get a black and white commission on there, and that's essentially going to be glow-in-the-dark art.
Oh, that's dope. I'm over here just like, I think I need to support the King Cryptid thing. I'm actually in it, but I need to order some blanks.
Myself, Kier, and Bill are options if you do want to get a glow-in-the-dark commission on the blank cover for 13. So keep that in mind.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Those other guys are out of the country, so they can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the overall the major stuff on the campaign. I'll dive into the other ancillary stuff in just a second. I want to make sure that we get to any questions here in the chat. I did see a couple others.
What they got?
Let's see here. I gotta go up. I missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they were coming in.
Oh boy. Let's see.
The Fast and the Furious.
They were excited.
Let's see. What Geek says dimensional jumps gotta mess with your molecular structure. Oh yeah, they mess with everything, especially when you jump over to the dimension that has Mordrin in it. You didn't win the dimension jumping lottery.
No.
If that's a dimension you wind up at.
We went to the Care Bears dimension, but no.
Cole says, can't stick around, but I am pumped about these books. I can't watch as many streams these days, but I'm always all in on Alterna. Have a great night, fellas. Thank you so much, Cole. Appreciate that.
Have a great night.
What Geeks Do is digging the pages. JD says, good work here.
Thank you.
There you go. Mighty Joe says, hey Pete, was there a temptation to leave King Cryptid on Mordrin and make number 10 the search for a home? No, because I wanted a complete story. Both Rob and I wanted a complete full story for Blood Moon. No big weird cliffhangers or anything like that. So there's 71 pages of story in Blood Moon, so more than enough to properly tell that story. But King Cryptid does obviously return to Earth, but not in good shape. So yeah. Clint says, does Blood Moon end at midnight Thursday or 11:59 Friday? So it ends, technically it would be Thursday midnight, but there's going to be some spillover. So, you know, if there's a couple minutes there where you still see something up, feel free to get it. But I'll get into the Blood Moon stuff in just a second. Everything on that campaign, when you go and check it on November 1st, everything other than cover A on the Blood Moon campaign will be taken down. And it'll go back up again once we start fulfilling the campaign. So it'll almost be like a quasi second chance campaign that gets launched once everything is in and ready to fulfill.
Gotcha, the extras.
But yeah, we're going to base our printing numbers largely off of how everything went during the pre-order period. So if you do want to get anything, like there's a glow-in-the-dark wraparound cover on there, there's a sketch cover, there's commissions, there's t-shirts. If you wanted to get any of that stuff in particular on the Blood Moon campaign, and I'll take a look in just a few minutes, I'd recommend getting those within the next 2 days. Get those before November 1st, because they won't be available for order on either the Indiegogo or the Alterna site by November 1st.
Don't miss your chance.
Yeah, don't miss out. You'll guarantee you get yours at that point. When it comes back, some things might either not be available for order, or other people might jump at them, and you might miss out. So if you want to guarantee you get yours of whatever else that you wanted on that campaign, now or tomorrow would be the best days to do it. Don says, who would be cast as King Cryptid in a movie? Oh man, I don't know. I don't even want a movie to be made. Unless I can go back in time. Unless we can go to like 1988, get like Jim Henson to direct and get the Creature Shop involved. You know?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I could dig that.
Yeah, because that could have been cool, because having like all the practical effects and the costumes and the creatures and, you know, like the Granite Beast with the Jim Henson Creature Shop around that time period.
Or
that
Stan Winston. Cool. Could have done some cool stuff. Mix both of them together.
Even, you know, let's get them all together and get like Rick Baker in there too.
I want to see John Carpenter directing it.
It could have been amazing. But right now I'm like, oh, I don't know.
It'd be kind of cool to see what his voice would sound like. Like what actor you think would embody the voice?
I always picture either something along the lines of like a Keith David or a Peter Cullen, you know, Optimus Prime kind of voice. Like he's got a lower register.
Yeah.
And he's got more of like this like stoic sensibility in his tone. Mm-hmm. You know, I always kind of picture that. Michael Dorn would be good. You know, he did Worf in Star Trek Next Generation.
No.
You know, that kind of voice. Something that's
that little
commanding.
gravitas.
Yeah. With a little bit of like they could growl kind of easy. You know?
I got you. I like it.
Yeah.
There you go, Worf. Done.
Done.
Jeff Kimbler says, "I really looking forward to seeing how those colors print, Pete. Now that I know they are Copic markers." Yeah.
I bet it scans great.
Yeah. Well, judging by the way the trading cards printed out, it looks great.
And you can always digitally touch up little things if there's something.
Oh yeah, and
little spots in here.
It's the same way I would do like the color separations. It's very easy digitally now to do that for newsprint. Right. It's nothing different than if they were done digitally. It might have a little bit more character to it than the digital colors that look like a little too perfect.
Right.
But I'm really curious to see, especially how it looks with the newsprint, because it might really come across like this old school looking vibe, which is what I hope happens.
Right. I hope so. Sounds exciting to me.
It'd be cool. What Geeks Do says live action says Josh Brolin as King Cryptid.
Hey, he's got a cool voice.
I would.
That's true.
If I ever did another movie again, I would just want to do casting calls.
Yeah, find somebody.
One. I want to get unknowns for like everything, and just cast the people who are great. I don't care about the names, but unfortunately, what happens there is you don't get funding and financing when you go that route.
That reality, right?
Yeah, once I'm independently wealthy, or if we all can like crowdfund a movie one day completely in its entirety to get something cool, then it would be like, all right, let's just get the right people for the job, do an open casting call. I think that's the ideal way to do this sort of thing. And they don't really do that kind of thing anymore. So it's usually even when I was casting the chair, it's kind of like you talk to an agent and they give you a rundown of who they think fits, and that's kind of it. And then if you go to like a financier or a distributor or a studio, they're like, we want if these actors are not in this, we will not pick this up.
Yep.
That's why you see a lot of the times in movies, it's like you're like, this guy again.
This guy, that's who we're promoting right now. Pick him.
So that's
why. You got producers and financiers who are just like, we just want to put butts in seats, so they want to feel like they're getting their money back.
Yeah,
they're
rarely about the right person for the role.
Right, it's not about the creative so much as it is about, I'm willing to take a chance because this guy sold this much last time. That sort of thing.
Yeah, like the only way that you can get people who go, I want to just get the people that are right for the role, it's usually if it's a big name director.
Right,
because then they sell it. So it's like, oh, they're direct. Well, okay, so it's automatically seal of approval for all the casting choices.
Yeah, well, you remember when Quentin Tarantino was bringing in people that were not top tier anymore, and he made them top tier.
Yeah.
When his movies started coming out, and he was starting his collection.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't think I'd see John Travolta in a big cool movie again, and all of a sudden he was the coolest kid on the block for a little while again.
Right? Yeah, totally. Heat Miser's going Killer King figure possible, red colored version of the King Cryptid figure. Well, Killer King is he's bigger than King Cryptid, and he's more gnarly looking.
Yeah.
So it would have to be like a total new sculpt on him. But yeah, one day I definitely want to get a Killer King going. But that would be kind of cool to print it in red if possible. Instead of
like
gray.
the blood, like Chirons, that red.
Yeah, even if it's just like a regular matte red or something. And if not, I mean, I can always color him, or you guys can color him.
Spray paint
and have fun with him. Yeah.
You could release figures as gray prototypes. It's like you paint them.
People really
color them.
Those.
You make them purple if you want.
Well, yeah, because if they start getting hand painted, all of a sudden the price is different too.
Oh yeah, if you're doing it,
yeah.
So
it takes a long time.
Now it's a one-off art collectible.
Dry brushing on and all that stuff.
So, yeah. Let's see here. Brian says, I'm excited for Bill's issue and hope this is the beginning of many more issues of Bill at Alterna. Well, if you notice, I tend to like to bring the same person back when we're dealing with certain characters, especially if it went well, So if you guys really enjoy the Krampus issue, I see no reason to not bring Bill back for that. I think that would be great.
I approve of Brian Suddenly Old. Brian Suddenly Old is my favorite person in the chat right now.
He's under contract. He ain't going nowhere.
I like to go where I'm wanted.
Kevin Thomas says, imagine if Krampus got a hold of Dad's belt. It'd be like Thanos getting the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, Krampus.
True.
Let's see. We got Ara here. What's up, Ara? You're not late. You're precisely on time. Ara says, looks like another awesome alternate campaign. Thank you so much, man. And Clint says, Behemoth is the Abe Sapien of King Cryptid. It's a side character strong enough to carry a spin-off miniseries. Oh, thank you. People dig Behemoth, you know?
I think so. And that story is good. So.
Yeah. And I'm not doing a spin-off series.
Right.
So everything will just be in the King Cryptid series, you know, because some people have, well, could you do a Victor Lugo spin? It's I could do all these spin-offs, but it's like the same amount of time and energy to dedicate to it.
Right.
So if I start doing like a Victor Lugo series or a Behemoth series or a whatever series for every single character, what happens is that the main series suffers.
Yep.
So you'd be like, there hasn't been a King Cryptid issue in 3 years, Pete. What's going on? I'll be like, well, you guys wanted a Behemoth series and a Victor Lugo series, and a, you know, so it turns into King Cryptid. He gets sad and lonely, and then we don't have any King Cryptid issues. So instead, it makes more sense to continue to just build the single series, and we'll have Behemoth issues. You know, every issue will always have King Cryptid in it for the you know, in some way, shape, or form, but sometimes the issues, like in 13, will be a little bit more about another character, and we'll develop them a bit.
Yeah.
But,
I like it. I concur.
Yeah,
I concur.
It's fun too because of the way that we do these, where everybody gets a stack of them. You know, you get like 4 or 5 issues in a campaign, so it's not like if I'm doing 1 issue a year, let's say, then it turns into like, wow, we haven't seen King Cryptid really in like 2 years.
Right.
But you'll never feel like you're missing any other character, or King Cryptid has taken a backseat in his own series, and because there's so many other issues.
Yeah, and not just getting like 4 comics that are in row, you know, 'cause that's just one story. So you're getting to jump around. That's fun. You get 4 different kind of
exactly.
stories and timelines and things. I mean, that's makes it fun.
It feels like comic book day. That's what it is. Yeah.
But not just one series of
exactly. Yeah.
In a row. You know.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because that's the thing is like 10 to 13, it isn't like I'm writing for the trade.
Right.
So each issue stands on its own, but each issue also has plot lines that connect to issues before and will connect to issues after. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's more fun to me.
It is.
I mean,
yeah, for sure. And different art teams, different. I mean, this is good variety. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. To do it like that.
Yep. Exactly. You know, and that's the fun thing about it. So, all right. So back to the campaign here, and again, this is on both Indiegogo and the Alterna site. Same stuff being offered. We got the king size campaign subscription. You get one of everything new. Art commissions are not included, so keep that in mind. If you want art commissions and you want to get the king size campaign subscription, those are separate. With the king size campaign subscription, there's an early bird discount that ends on November 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So you save $25. You get it for $3.50 until the 4th at 9:01 p.m. Eastern. But you'll save some money on there, and you get one of everything new on this current campaign. You get 1 set of signed issues, 1 set of unsigned issues. You get a 6x9 print set, a sealed trading card box that contains 20 packs of cards, a lot of exclusives. You get a sketch card included with that box as well. You get the glow-in-the-dark shirt. You get the collector box. That's number 3 of 5. The 5 boxes collect together to make 1 image on the spine. I'll show that in just a moment. Number 10 to 13, you get them digitally too. You get the signed script, so you see the script that the artists get. We've had that on each campaign, and people have enjoyed it. So there's some spoilers there, and you'll also notice sometimes that things change in the script from when it goes to the final product. So you can kind of compare and see, you know, well, oh, they went with this instead of that. And you can see and get an idea of what the artists are working from. The way I script it out, it's not a traditional script. I tell the scene, I tell the story, and then the artists put that down visually. It's not like I don't want the artist to be encumbered by me giving captions and dialogue and all this other stuff that I know is going to get tweaked and changed anyway. I don't want the artist to go in there and go, well, how do I fit these 2 gigantic stupid paragraphs that Pete wants on this 6-panel page?
I gotta draw really small.
So instead it's describing the scene and then the artist draw it. The most specific that I'll go is like it's a splash page, or I'll mention something if it needs to highlight a character's emotion or what a character will sort of say in that scene, so that they know that, okay, I gotta specifically make sure I draw the character looking this way. But other than that, it's like just telling the artist a story, and then they visually interpret it. The 13 glow-in-the-dark blank cover variant, you get that too. You get the Super Moon bundle that has 8 full moon special perks. A couple of them are going to be campaign exclusive only and will not be available later on. And then you also get the Victor Lugo trading card. So that's the king size campaign subscription. And then the Super Moon bundle. So this year we're doing it differently, like I said. King Cryptid's powers are at their peak on the night of a full moon, and they're at their lowest on the night of a new moon. To highlight this fact, we'll be adding a new perk on the night of a full moon from November 2024 to June 2025. That's 8 perks in total. Conversely, on the night of a new moon, we'll be taking a perk away. Sometimes that means a full moon special perk will be taken away, but not every time. That doesn't always mean that. Backers will be updated in the backer update section on Indiegogo and through Alterna's newsletters and social media outlets. So keep an eye on those. I also have the full moon calendar here. So November 15th is a full moon, December 15th, January 13th, February 12th, March 14th, April 12th, May 12th, and June 10th. So those are the nights when we're going to add a new perk, and that's going to be available on the campaign.
What are the perks, Pete?
They're secret.
Oh man, thought I'd get you. Oh.
They're a secret for now. But the Super Moon bundle in total, it's $115. That's how much if you were to buy them all separately, that would be the total. But there's a wide variety of interesting odds and ends on there. Last year we had like the King Cryptid beanie, we had tote bags, we had a mug. There's always like a sticker or a magnet and things like that on there. So it's always just like fun extra stuff, and you guys will see what they are as they roll out with each full moon.
Cool.
And then the Victor Lugo trading card, as you guys can see there, that's art by Nick Hunter, and I actually had colored that too. So there's another thing that was colored.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Printed out the line art and then colored it up.
Yeah,
and
his art's nice to color.
Oh yeah, it's nice and clean, and it's a lot of fun to just color with it. It feels weird.
I like to see the hand coloring coming back. I like that.
I can't do it any other way.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good. That's good though. That's a good thing. It creates more of a variety in the world.
Because like this one, and we're going to have back covers again on this campaign for 10 to 13, but I'm not showing them just yet. They're going to be revealed later because it caused confusion last time.
Right.
People thought they were getting like individual issues, and I had to, not everybody thought that, but some people did that were new to it.
Sure.
So I'll do it after when we go into man. But this is going to be the back cover of issue 10. This is Kier's work with my colors.
That's mine.
And that's
awesome, dude.
I'm taking it.
You're like that's mine.
King Cryptid and Killer King button heads.
The check is in the mail.
You can see it's really colored because it bleeds through. But we're going to have an auction this weekend on the Alterna channel, just Alterna creators. And I'm going to be selling a bunch of different King Cryptid art, some of the stuff that you've seen here tonight. All of whatever I sell is going to go towards the campaign total, too. So keep your eye open for that. We're going to have, let's see, so far it's going to be, I think Tyler's going to join us on Saturday. Rob will be there for the weekend. Kira, are you going to be able to be there?
I got family stuff this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plus, tomorrow night is Halloween, so I got to go trick-or-treating with my daughter.
Oh, gotcha.
So I might, you said your stream starts at 9, so I might be able to make it back to my computer by then.
Yeah, the closeout for Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just send me the link. I'll definitely try and jump on.
Yeah, I'll send you the link either way, sure. And then, Bill, you said you could be there on Sunday?
Sunday for sure. Saturday's a little up in the air, only because I may only have enough artwork for one show as opposed to 2.
Okay, yeah, because it's got to be Alterna related.
Exactly. So
yeah.
I want to. I don't know if I want to actually auction off the original art for the issue just yet. I feel like it's a little bit too soon. I only have the 2 pieces yet. So
okay, it's completely up to you. I'm auctioning mine. So
yeah. So if I do,
except for that cover, because I want that cover.
You want that cover?
Kier, if you really want the cover, I'll keep it to the side for you.
Yeah, I'll send you money for it.
Okay.
It's gonna go with the actual cover of it.
I want them peak colors. I want the peak colors here now.
The interiors of the book, other people can buy that.
Yeah, because Brian won the front cover.
Right.
On
I was
the
like,
last
whoops,
auction.
I let that one get away. Crap.
So definitely Sunday and Saturday. Please send me the link just in case, if that's okay, because Saturday is it's more like a definite maybe.
Okay, sure. So we'll be starting Saturday and Sunday. We'll be starting at 8:30 Eastern on both days. So
awesome.
I'll send you the link if you can join. Great, and stay for as long or as short as you want. So if you want to go both days and just kind of split what you have, it's up to you.
I got you. Yeah, that might actually work too. So yeah, awesome.
All right.
Sometimes I just jump in and make stupid comments. I don't even sell nothing.
But you need that spice of life.
You're always
That's what makes the show good.
So we do got a bunch of backer bonuses and stretch goals. That Victor Lugo trading card, it's part of the Alterna series. That's number 24. It comes after the Vargor card. Vargor is number 23. If you back the Blood Moon campaign, you get the Vargor card for free if you're a physical perk backer. So if you get this as a physical perk backer, if you want it signed or if you just want extras, sometimes people want extras and they order the card separately, or if they back the digital bundle and they order this one, you can order the card by itself. I recommend if you're just going to order the card by itself, I do recommend instead you go to the Indiegogo, and that's because the shipping will be cheaper for you on Indiegogo for the trading card, I believe.
Why is that?
I don't know. You know what? That might be wrong.
Yep.
That might be wrong. I don't think I have the card as a main perk. I'll have to adjust that if that's the case. Either way. So we'll have we'll have bonuses and stretch goals for you guys. What's going to happen is that the 20K stretch goal, we're going to announce that at 15K. 15 is the goal on the campaign. We got to get $15,000 to make everything here a possibility. 12 a 25K, a 30K, a 35, etc. We'll announce all those when we hit different milestones on the campaign.
Gotcha.
Now, there's a lot of perks on this campaign. So, already mentioned the king size campaign subscription and the Super Moon bundle as well. You get 10 to 13 plus getting the glow in the dark variant. That would be $35. The glow in the dark variant is a $20 book. It's very expensive to do a full flood glow in the dark short run book.
Yeah.
So that's why those are going to be very limited too. We're not going to print those ever again. I'm guessing probably less than 100 are going to be printed if I really had to take a gander at that.
Right.
10 to 13, $15. So you get 4 issues signed. I'll sign them all, and that's just $15. That's 104 pages of story for $15. If you want to get the digital bundle, that's $5. We also have a new collector box on this campaign, and the collector box is fun looking. So let's see here if I can zoom in on that. All right. So this collector box, the spine of it connects with the other 4 boxes. So there's going to be 5 boxes made in total. Each box holds 20 to 25 bagged and boarded comics. And the thinking behind that was because no matter what, I can absolutely get to 100 issues of King Cryptid. So that means you could put your whole King Cryptid set in the collector boxes when the time comes. But if you want, other people got the collector box number 2. That's going to be shipping out very soon. Number 3 is on this campaign as well. And you get art all over the place with this thing. You open it up, you got the Killer King art. Yeah, you got Kier's art awesome. Everywhere. So yeah, it's amazing.
Love it. I love those boxes. I keep all the stuff from the campaign in them.
Yeah, some people do that too. I've
put all
heard.
the
exactly.
It's like the King Cryptid collection of all the stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for the mug. Couldn't fit the mug in.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't try to fit the mug.
Couldn't do that, but that goes in the short box.
So the collector box, I'll sign it if you want it signed. It's $25. We got the issues available separately. So these are not signed separately on the site. We got number 10 at $350. Again, that's a king-sized issue. We got number 11 at $250, and same pricing for 12 and 13. The glow-in-the-dark blank variant, like I said, is $20. The Victor Lugo trading card is $2. So if you do want to purchase a separate one for whatever reason, whether you want me to sign it or you just want to have another one, some people are collecting multiple sets of these cards. So that's available there for you to purchase in case you want to do that. We got the story script. That's $10. I signed that. Regardless, you have no choice. I'm signing it anyway. the Series 3 trading card packs. These are cards 19 to 26 of the King Cryptid series. If you want the previous cards, Series 2 is card number 9 to card number 18. You can order those individually, but you might want to hold off on those only because if you order already with the packs, chances are when you get yours very soon, you might end up getting the whole set. So I absolutely understand if some people want to hold off on certain things being backed until they receive their items from the previous campaign, the trading cards being one of them. Now, because of this weird situation here, now, if some people are ordering, let's say you do order certain things that are in stock already, like you're going to see the trading cards, you're going to see like the beanies, you're going to see other certain things being offered too that were taken down for a time. If you do order those at this point in time and you have 5 to 9 ready to ship for you, and you want to say, Pete, can you refund me on shipping for that? I will do that, but you got to reach out to me and let me know. So if you order like the trading cards, or you order, any of the back issues, if you order the binder, we only got a couple binders left. If you order that, if you order any of the other stuff here that you see available, the stickers, the tote bags, we got a couple of the shirts left, and you have a King Cryptid 5 to 9 perk being shipped to you, and you want to save on shipping, let me know. When you order it, I can refund the shipping, but you got to reach out. You got to let me know about that. But that's only because of this odd sort of circumstance where I did want to have 5 to 9 out to you guys. It's not ideal, but to keep everything on course with where we want to be, we got to launch it right now. So thank you guys for understanding and still supporting. I really, really appreciate that. So we got the King Cryptid trading cards. We got the sealed trading card box, and that comes with a signed card, a sketch card, a Power Profiles card, a Moonlit Monsters Glow in the Dark sticker card, and it comes with a box exclusive 4x6 print that's signed. It's a 1 of 1. Each box has a different 4x6 print. That's the only one in all of existence. There's no others that'll be made. So if you get a box, and it's only for the box, the King Cryptid trading card box, it comes in the box, and the box is sealed. So it has 20 packs in it, and all those separate cards are in a separate thing. They're not in the packs. So you might actually get additional cards, additional bonus cards in the packs. So keep that in mind. You know, you might get another sketch card. You might.
I never opened mine. I'm one of those.
You never
guys.
Opened your packs? Oh,
I'm
man.
like, I can't do it. They got to stay sealed.
You know, not all the sketch cards were shown.
I know I could have a sketch card.
You could have a sketch card.
It's sealed for life.
Oh, man.
For freshness.
Very interesting. All right. Okay.
I couldn't do it. I was like, I got to keep it closed, right? That's what you do when you collect stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might be pretty valuable later on. That's for sure. I don't know. The boxes are supposed to come in very soon, so that's going to be really cool when everything goes out with those. I think people are going to absolutely love the card boxes. There's art all over the place inside the card box, too. If you open it up. If you keep it sealed, you'll never know.
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
But, yeah. So that'll be cool to see. We also have 6x9 set of prints. That's $8. You get 8 prints. The back cover prints will be announced eventually. The shirt, we got a new glow-in-the-dark shirt on this campaign featuring Keir Covington's art. You see the familiar King Cryptid throughout.
Nice.
And this is the first King Cryptid glow-in-the-dark shirt that has the logo on there.
Yeah, the logo.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out perfectly.
Dig
with
it.
the way of the design there on King Cryptid. And I think Wayne owns the original.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Wayne owns a lot of original art that ends up being merchandise, I've realized. He's got a good eye.
Sold it too soon.
He's got the Olek card art. He's got a bunch of King Cryptid pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Good eye there, Wayne.
That's right.
So we got a regular sketch card. The sketch cards are on a nice tan paper stock, nice coated, really fun to get some white to highlight in there. And then the 5x7 is double the size of it.
Yeah,
so
I like
it's huge.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, so those are options. The sketch card's 45. The 5x7 is 75. You can get a black and white commission on a sketch cover. The artists for these, it's me, Kier Covington, and Bill Mouse.
Boom.
You can get us to do a sketch cover. It's 100, or you can do, and it's just the front side of it, or you can do the glow in the dark, and that's 125. The box here, collector box number 1, we got a little bit left of those. That's still available, and a little bit left of collector box number 2. And then the rest of it is the King Cryptid back issues 1 through 9. And 5 through 9, again, if you're a backer of 5 through 9, you're going to get yours very soon. Ideally, everyone should get their stuff before Christmas. That's what I'm shooting for here. If everything cooperates with the printers, then that should be a possibility.
It's going to be good. It's going to happen.
And what, like, oh man, when everything like that goes out, I love that part because people start reading it, letting me know their thoughts, and
or they're screaming at
awesome. You. I haven't had that yet.
Nope, not
yet.
yet.
I haven't had that yet.
You never know. I'll do
eventually,
it for you,
though. Eventually, they'll be like, "How could you do that to that character?"
No!
And I'm like, "Oh man, I hit a nerve." I'm like, I get it. You know, I
Victor
can't wait.
Lugo
though.
was my hero. No,
I can't wait for that though. I look forward to that.
The controversy.
Maybe I say that like a little too early.
I know, right?
But I kind of look forward to the day where someone cares so much about a character in the story I've created that they're genuinely upset at the twists and turns that have taken place. I don't understand any creators that get like pissed back at the person. You know, I'd be commiserating with you because it's like this is the stuff that has to happen. You know, I don't sit here and really think too hard about what to do. I kind of just go on instinct, and it's almost like I'm being fed. This is what happens. This character goes through this. This character.
You're just telling them what happened. It's not your fault, man.
Yeah, so I'm like documenting events.
You're just the messenger.
So I'm grieving right there with you. When a character does get done dirty, I don't see it happening. The tea leaves do not show Orion getting done dirty.
We're not going to turn that into like a rug.
No, I don't see that happening. There's some cool stuff that's going to happen with Orion, but we're building up eventually to that. Orion's in issue 5 as well. He's the big bear. He's Dr. Carol's bear that she had rescued when he was a cub, and he got his family killed by cryptids. So people quickly love Orion. I think it's because it's like this nice like dog and dog owner relationship vibe that they have.
Gotcha.
So he immediately became this like endearing character. You know, issue 4 was all about rescuing him from Brugge, essentially. So people have grown kind of quickly attached to Orion, but I don't see anything bad. I'm not one either for like, oh yeah, let the dog get it. Kill the dog. that's like low hanging fruit, you know.
John Wick vibes.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to mention something. Yeah.
You killed my bear.
Because if you do that, because at least when they did that, it's like okay, yeah, he freaking like you know, that's the impetus for him,
right,
you know,
right.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah, his wife gave him a dog.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those you don't cross that line sort of things. But I don't see anything like that happening to Orion. You know, everyone else is fair game.
Fair game.
Like you don't know what's gonna.
Someone's getting made into a rug.
Oh man. So there's all kinds of different things on this campaign here, especially on the Alterna site. I'll take a quick rundown of the Indiegogo just to kind of show this on screen, but it's the same perks, the add-ons. It's the same stuff essentially. So there you go. Right now, the Indiegogo is at $740, it looks like, with 20 backers on board there. I have to update. I say this every time, but I have to manually update to make sure that the totals are correct. So I have not had a chance yet to update that. And since the show started, we've got a lot of backers since that point. Thank you guys so much. So I don't know where we're at. I haven't taken a look. But we're definitely past. When we started the show, we were at 1,714, 11% raised. With 21 backers on board, we are absolutely past that point right now. We have over 20 something backers have joined since. Good. I have to update that. I'll update all that when this show ends. But thank you guys. So yeah, so we got everything here. You can see all the different perks, all the art, all that kind of stuff. It's all on Indiegogo as well. There's no video to play because, you know, you're already here watching me. You don't want to see another video. I never watch the videos. I know some people work really hard on the videos and they do a wonderful job on them, but I never watch them. Does anybody else watch the videos? And of that, I've never watched a video that made me then back the book.
Right.
What if the video was just this video just played again?
It's like you want a video?
just
2 hours. Here's your video.
There you go.
They're like, keep your video less than 90 seconds. I'm like, 90 seconds? How about 90 minutes? Is that okay? Indiegogo will be like, well, that's a little, I don't know.
I need
2-hour movie. What is
I need
this?
I need an Indiegogo to fund my promo video.
Yeah, you would too. To make a really good one, it'd take time and money.
Oh yeah, and I absolutely respect some people that do it really, really well.
Oh sure,
but that's the biggest reason I don't have it on there. So so there you go. There's the Indiegogo. We got issues 10 to 13 on this campaign. It's all the same stuff. Day 1 backer bonus. I don't know why there's a 2 up there. That's odd. That seems like a glitch. That seems like something that should have been deleted, and a 2 got dragged there for a second. So I'll delete that later. So day 1 backer bonus here is the 11x17 poster. There's a black and white poster. Kier Covington's killer art on this. He's got King Cryptid looking like a mean old cranky King Cryptid here, which is great. Everybody that backs today, you got to back before midnight Pacific.
Do it now.
3 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, now would be a great time. You get this poster if you're a physical perk backer, whether you back on Indiegogo or you back on the Alterna site. So just keep that in mind. And then this was the image I put together with the 13 covers, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of awesome covers.
It's almost a blanket.
That would be a fun blanket when we get enough to really, do them, especially when we get enough to have them so that they're actual comic size on the blanket.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I would buy it. That would be something.
We'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fun, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Probably get about, let's see, maybe
Those
about,
blankets are huge.
Probably like 25, 30 issues, something like that.
It'd be something crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like in 2027, 2028, look for that blanket.
Nice.
We'll do it for the winter.
In the works. In the works.
We'll be tapping our feet, awaiting the blanket.
Or heck, we could do it in 2 years if we count the back covers.
I was about to say, with the back covers, you could get there really quick.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, there's all the different comic covers for King Cryptid 1 to 13. 10 to 13, as the arrows are pointing, those are the ones funding on this campaign. Not pictured here are the number 1 blank variant and the number 13 glow in the dark blank variant. And then so yeah, everything here is listed nice and easy for everybody to understand. You got the overall premise of King Cryptid. So betrayed and cursed over 500 years ago, the living legend known as King Cryptid encounters creatures of human and inhuman origin throughout the region of New England in this ongoing series full of monsters and mysteries. Every issue contains a complete story that is part of a larger continuity. So some people have asked these kinds of questions in terms of like what kind of series is it, who's it appropriate for in terms of the age rating. So I put all that right here. So series type, it's an ongoing episodic series. Age rating, 12 plus is pretty good for this series. There's no nudity, there's no strong language, there's no excessive gore. There's action, there's moments of suspense and even horror at times, but there isn't anything that I would consider to be too drastic. It's very similar to like Bronze Age and like comics between like the late 70s to the early 90s, I would say.
Yeah.
We got the genres here: adventure, mystery, sci-fi, horror, action, and fantasy. We touch upon those genres predominantly. Size and format, standard comic book size with a stapled spine. So it's not perfect bound. It's not like a graphic novel. Paper stocks on 10 to 13. We got a gloss cover with newsprint interior. And on number 13, the glow-in-the-dark sketch cover variant has a silk-coated interior. We have to go through a separate printer. So it's a premium edition type of book. And also on that number 13, we're going to have the covers in there. So you're going to get the covers. Like if you were to actually physically remove the glow-in-the-dark sketch cover, you would have still the cover.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So we're still going to retain that because like Christian did such a beautiful job on that. And
oh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah, we could do it, so why not? So yeah, that's the number 13 glow-in-the-dark blank variant. And that cover will be signed on that front page cover. So picture
Cool.
like a regular
Cool.
book, just for anyone who's having a hard time picturing what I'm talking about, which probably nobody is. I'm just over explaining it. The sketch cover would go wrap around the actual book. And so if you opened it up, you would see it just looks like the book with the cover and then the interior pages. The signature, when I sign it, would be on that cover. It wouldn't be on the glow-in-the-dark. Like, I'm not going to ruin your glow-in-the-dark cover by signing it with my stupid signature there instead of using it to get, like, a fun sketch if you want it. You know? You'd be like, oh, look, this awesome artist did it. And then look at Pete's stupid signature that he put, completely ruining the composition.
Pete's amazing signature just happens to be on the wrong page.
So instead, my amazing signature will go on the inside of the book.
On the inside, yeah.
But for all the other ones, it'll go on the cover. I'll ruin the covers nice with my amazing signature. The pages of story, number 10 has 38 pages of story. Number 11, 12, and 13 have 22 pages of story each. So that's 104 total pages of story. And then here's just so you can see just the way that the art is on here. You can see it nice and easy on Indiegogo. I like the way that they can lay it out nice. It looks good on here too.
Right.
Yeah.
Gives you a good preview.
Yeah. So you see the conversation here between the aliens and Jeff and Ernie. See the naughty list. You can take a look at that.
I have mixed feelings about being listed first. It's like I want to be first in the
terrible,
credits,
just terrible.
But I'm on the naughty list first.
Well, visually, you're to blame.
Yeah, you drew it, bro.
So there you go.
It.
They see your art first, and then they'll read my words later. So
I'll take responsibility. Please buy my book so I can post bail.
And then you can see 13. So you see the glow in the dark blank variant. It looks white, and then it glows in the dark. So there's the comparison.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then I'll have an updated preview page with the number 13 tomorrow.
Nice.
So everything over here, I'm not going to explain it all again. It's the same stuff that's on the other site. You can see a couple of the perk images, a couple of the trading card previews, that kind of thing. It's on here too. All that good stuff. And then here's what the spine looks like on the boxes. So next year for the 2025 campaign, you'll see that's kind of shaded. Same thing with 2026. But 2023, that's going to ship out soon. That's last year's campaign. Those boxes, that's box number 2. And then box number 3 is this year's campaign.
Really cool.
Yeah. And that was cool.
It's cool. It's cool to plan out that far ahead. I love that because when it all comes together, like it's so worth it.
Yeah, I knew no matter what, I got 25 issues to tell, and I'm not canceling anything until then. So
it messes up my boxes.
Yeah, because got to get the boxes out there.
Getting all 5 of them.
But with everybody that's been so great about this series, I think we're going to be able to get to a hell of a lot more than 25 issues.
Good.
So
Hundreds.
Those 5 boxes will be made. And then 2027's campaign, I didn't say it before, but I'll say it now. 2027 will have a new short box. So we'll have a new, because we're sold out of the other one. So we'll have a new short box in 2027. We have a lot of art to work with at that point. And then this way, if you missed out on the first short box, you can get the second short box 3 years from now. And then, that'll fill up the next 100, 150 issues of King Cryptid as those come in. So, yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah. And then this is just everything else, just some perk previews and whatnot.
The goodies.
And that's about it. So right now, just a quick refresh on the Indiegogo. We are at 1,097.
Nice.
21 backers on board. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
sweet.
we're well past 1714. I got to add all that together. I'll do that when we end the show tonight. But thank you guys. Wow.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
And thank you, Kier and Bill, for joining me tonight. Really appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely.
Hey, man.
I'm always around for the cause.
I'm glad. I'm super happy to be a part of things. And dude, it's so cool that I connected with you guys. So it's gives us cool reasons to hang out and do fun stuff together.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it's all about. So build some legacy. I feel like this whole decade is going to be very, very interesting, you know?
Oh, yeah, I think
as far as
too.
comics and as far as like the way things have unfolded, there's this open niche.
That's right.
Of people that collect, and because of the way things are now, and people can actually connect with us online and on live streams, it's really different than in the 90s when I first started collecting, like Image comics and stuff like that. Everybody was untouchable.
Yeah.
And everybody was
right.
It's such a cool.
Yeah, everything was such an arm's length sort of deal. The closest you could get is like a convention or a signing, and even then there was still sort of like, okay, now move along.
Yeah, hurry up! I got more people.
Yeah, I feel like I've said this before on my own things before, but I feel like I have instead of fans, I have friends that support me. It's like we're all doing like something fun together. I feel like people really know each other a lot better nowadays.
Oh yeah,
because of the connections we have. We
not
have access
possible
to each other.
without their support. 100%.
Right. So yeah, I'm really excited about things. Really excited about where things are going.
Yeah, I agree, man. What Geeks Do says, do you write a full script for yourself, Pete? No, I don't. So if something, God forbid, ever happens to me, the script dies with me.
All the secrets go with you, man.
Everyone will just have to wing it.
Random stuff.
Yeah, the artists will get together and be like, I guess this is what maybe Pete would have had to say.
It turns into season 8 of Game of Thrones. Just like that. Boom. Just turns on
whatever
a dime.
we want to do.
Make it fun for everybody.
Who shaved King Cryptid? Whose idea was that?
So the artists get the script in terms of how to lay out the story, and then there's still some back and forth trying to make it right with everybody before the final thing is done. But then when I go and I put the words down and I letter it and everything else, there's always things that I end up changing too along the way, because sometimes the artist will come back with a scene that really is so great that I don't really have to do as much as I did, or they take it in a different direction and it makes me think, I can lay it out differently with the dialogue or the captions and work with the story and the visual instead of doing what I maybe had planned. So writing a full script for myself just turns into like working 3 or 4 more times. That's just unnecessary. So that's usually how it goes. I don't write a full caption, dialogue, etc. kind of a script. I used to.
Well, it makes it feel a lot more collaborative. Like we're actually sculpting together. Like we're kind of like whittling away at the story and whittling away at the images until everything feels just right.
Yeah,
that's the finished product. So that it's. I like that process. I mean, I work with people that have all different kinds of processes, but I really enjoy this process.
Yeah, there's more artistic freedom. It's about being creative and both of us trying to make the best story possible, as opposed to like, here's my instructions with my script, and you better do everything I have on there.
Right. And what if I draw the smirk? What if I draw the smirk on the character slightly different than it was intended, and now the script is stuck? Locked in. It's like you can actually tweak the dialogue to match the facial expression a little bit better.
Exactly.
There's this pulling back and forth. It's really fun. It's like doing different takes. Like we're making a film. We'll do like 3 or 4 different takes of the same scene. And it's like, this is the one that's good. This is the one that goes in. It's like,
because it's kind of like we're constantly riffing off of each other.
Yes.
And then until the thing is done, and then
it's
when it's done, it's done.
Yeah, we're like musicians, like just jamming.
Yeah,
jam session.
Exactly.
It's jazz.
It's. I don't recommend it for people that are just starting off. I don't.
Right.
I'm working specifically with capable artists that know how to lay out a panel, or they get a really good sense of like, okay, this page, I could tell this in 3 panels, I could tell this in 5, I could,
right.
It's different than if someone's just starting off and they really could use the structure.
Yeah,
if you give them free reign, they'll be like, splash page, everyone.
Yeah, if I was new, I'd just be going off road. We just go everywhere. Yeah, it's like it wouldn't come together. But yeah, I totally agree with that.
And let's see, Cigar Gangster says, okay, I broke down and just ordered the Supermoon bundle via the Alterna site. Ah, there you go. It's worth it.
Nice.
People dig the Supermoon bundle and the full moon specials. So
it's fire
you'll
and
enjoy
forget.
it, I guarantee.
Right.
Yeah, it really is. Just, you order it and then you're like, okay, wait for the big old box to come in.
Big box of stuff.
Jeff says, Kier is the king of jumping in with random comments. I wonder what that was alluding to. This was a half hour ago.
What are you talking about? I don't do that.
I have never known Kier to do that.
No, I don't do that. Come on.
Let's see. Brian says, I haven't opened mine either.
The cards.
Oh, yeah.
Trading, yeah.
Yeah, the cards. Yeah.
Interesting.
He knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I always thought
Randy
Kier's
never opened them
completely
either.
scripted.
Oh, see? There you go. I'm not the only one.
Yeah, see?
Interesting. I wonder how many people just bought them to keep them for posterity.
I know.
Yeah.
See, Brian says, I'll be back for sketch cards and covers after Christmas. There you go.
Cool.
That's the way to do it. It'll still be up at that point.
Yep.
Wayne says, auction weekend. We need more people showing up to win great art from you guys. I know it's all going to Wayne and Brian and a couple others. I'm sure they're not complaining. But we'll see who shows up this weekend as well. They're always a fun time, so I hope you guys come here for this weekend, and we got some really great stuff for you.
Yeah,
let's see
absolutely.
here.
Rob will be there.
Yeah, Rob will be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. What Geeks Do says, congrats, guys. Everything looks so great. Gonna go watch some horror in honor of Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you.
Yeah.
It's super hot here, so it sucks. I hate Halloween when it's hot.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's no good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate it when it's too hot. It needs to be. It's got to be
Last
fall
year-
weather.
Yeah, last year it was freezing, and this year it's going to be like 80 degrees.
Yeah, this year it's all over the place. It was just freezing yesterday. Now it's
Yep.
warming up, and tomorrow's supposed to be like 80.
So I'm like, what's going on here? So I'll be sweating.
Oh, well. It'll bring you back to the days when you had a Ben Cooper costume on and you're
Yeah,
sweating
hey.
in the plastic.
Yeah, I grew up in Arkansas, so yeah, Halloween was hot, and it would just sweat.
Oh,
I had
man.
the Terminator mask with the glowing eye.
What are you? A disgusting,
Melting off of
sweaty
you.
mess.
Yeah.
Give me candy and shut up.
And the eye was red, but it was like old technology, so it got really hot.
Not a lot
Oh.
of Batman. Not a lot of
man.
Batman in Arkansas.
And it
The
was
best was the Ben Cooper mask with the staples at the side, and they'd scar you up.
ouch.
And then you get like that rubber band. They'd be like,
It's for the rubber
You're like,
band.
oh, that's
Pop,
great.
pop, pop.
Cut your tongue if you lick like
Casper the friendly ghost.
yeah, the razor plastic mouth area.
American made. There you go. Toughing kids up.
Exactly. Lloyd, thank you so much. Lloyd, appreciate that. It says backer number 21. Awesome. Thank you, Lloyd. Wow.
Nice.
Brian says Bill's got the right idea. Whatever it was, I'm sure you do.
About taking over King Cryptid and just drawing whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. I was mentioning that it would have ended up being season 8 of Game of Thrones if we did that.
Oh,
So, that's,
yeah.
so we don't want to do that.
Random
It goes
junk.
off roads.
Brian says when Pete passes from this mortal realm, the fans will construct an advanced algorithm to generate stories based off his past works. That
Actually,
might
they
happen
could do that.
before I'm gone.
I could look at all the King Cryptids and keep writing stories.
They'll never be able to guess what I'm cooking up, though. They just won't. It'll be something different. Alpha Red, what's up, James? Hope you're doing good. We got GJ here. Says, congrats, guys. I wouldn't miss this book for anything. So with that said, I just made my contribution through Alterna directly. Happy Halloween. Thank you so much, GJ.
Nice.
Appreciate that, man.
Gonna love
All
it.
right. So before we
Very
close
cool.
out here, the
Yeah.
Blood Moon campaign, I'll be back tomorrow night it'll be a relatively quicker stream, probably a half hour to an hour tops. Blood Moon closes out. 99% of it closes out by November 1st. So on November 1st, the only thing that will be available on both the Indiegogo and on Alterna will be the cover A.
Gotcha.
Everything else will be taken down. But we have hit the goal, so that is fantastic news. Thank you guys so much.
Great. Awesome.
219 backers on board. We're at 14,074. And we have hit the goal, so we are a go
Does that mean I gotta actually draw this thing now?
This means that you have to draw. Well, you've drawn 5 pages already, so you have to draw 66 more pages.
I guess I'll be busy through the holidays.
Do it, Dylan.
66
Get
plus
to work, Dylan.
the 37 more King Cryptid pages you have to draw. That's
what
is that, 103?
And a Blood Realm issue.
Oh well, yeah. Well, look at that. So yeah, you've got well over 120 pages or so to draw.
My year's
between
booked.
now and next year.
It's nice to be scheduled.
I'll be busy till the end of next year.
Absolutely, that's
It's
the
good.
plan.
It's good.
I like it.
So Blood Moon right now is still up for funding. You can still back it. You can still get a great deal, many of these perks. If you missed out on the glow-in-the-dark cover, if you missed out on the sketch cover or the art-only cover, those are up still. They're not going to be up on November 1st. So get them today or tomorrow. But if you want to back the campaign and you want to get it on Friday or Saturday, you can get cover A. But the other ones will be down. We also have sketch covers available for commission, and we also have sketch cards available for commission. And these are on a glow-in-the-dark stock, so it'll be a glow-in-the-dark sketch card for you. And also we have t-shirts. They're not shown here, but they're in the add-on section, and it's also on the Alterna site. You can get them there too.
They're awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's some preview pages for you. This is Kier's art with Christian Rossi's colors and my writing and lettering. So there you go. Here's King Cryptid up against Vargor and chases Vargor through that interdimensional portal. And that's how King Cryptid winds up in Mordrin. And on this page 4 and 5, we got Rob Geronimo coloring. So Rob's going to be coloring the majority of the book.
You're not showing it.
Oh, I'm not showing it. What am I showing?
It's just the thing.
Oh,
I didn't. Oh, there you go.
It didn't.
I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not looking. I don't see him going through the portal.
Okay. So there's Kier's art.
There we go.
Goodness. And then we got the portal with Vargor. He goes through it. And then we got 4 and 5.
And then it goes to Rob Geronimo coloring.
Yeah, and Rob will be coloring the majority of the book because it's in the Blood Realm world of Mordrin. It'll look like a Blood Realm book. And then when it goes back to Earth, we'll have the colors look similar again to how they looked in the opening.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so Rob and I are writing the book. Kier's doing the art. And I can't wait to get this to you guys. So we got the shirts here still available for now.
The t-shirts.
Yeah, I like the print all over design. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that rocks.
Kier's line art came out great with that. Totally. So yeah, if you guys want to get a shirt, make sure to get it today or tomorrow.
Or they'll be gone forever.
Just about.
I won't be selling mine. Staying in my collection.
Unopened. Unworn.
Unopened. Actually, all of my stuff is in the bag still. You send them in. So got a stack of them.
Let's see. Citizen Ronins is just back on the site. Congrats, Pete. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Man. And Randy says they are cool t-shirts.
Yeah, they are.
Absolutely.
And that printer prints well, so they're going to look perfect.
Oh, yeah, they're ridiculous. They do a crazy job with the hoodies, the t-shirts, the blankets, the towels.
The towels turned out amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Those were awesome.
So, yeah, so Blood Moon, again, today and tomorrow, and then that's it. November 1st, it's going to be gone. Only cover A will be available to order. All right, so that's
nice.
That's the total rundown.
I love it. All great stuff. It's a lot of work for you, buddy.
Oh yeah. I got nothing else to do. This is all I do. So I mean, might as well.
You start shipping that stuff out. 5,000 different products.
Activate multitasking mode.
Right. That's a lot of products, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, especially with the campaign, and then like the King Cryptid campaign, and then going into fulfillment. A little bit of fulfillment with Rob with the Blood Realm campaign, and then fulfillment for the remastered campaign.
Yeah.
Plus your store, all the stuff that sells,
and then all the
store.
stuff that's regularly on the store. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So, but wouldn't have it any other way.
That's
so
right.
thank you,
That's it.
everybody, for supporting these comics and the creators that make them. It
For
is
sure.
really, really appreciated. We literally cannot do this without you. We'll
Can't do
still
it
do
without
it
you guys.
without you. It'll be really lonely and very bad for our bank accounts.
Yeah. Then I just look at all the art I have sitting
Won't be
around that
nearly
no one
as
ever
fun.
sees.
Yeah.
It's not as fun.
So you guys make it fun, and you guys enable us to do more of this stuff. So thank you guys so much. And just even conversing with you guys about these stories and these characters and seeing how much it means to some of you too, especially, I mean, holy smokes. Some of the letters I've received about King Cryptid just blew me away. I did not expect to receive some of the messages I've received with people being like, this takes me back to when I was a kid. This is like classic comic storytelling. This is stuff they just don't make anymore.
Yep.
Sweet.
And the
People are
fan
sharing
art.
these with their kids too. It's amazing.
Amazing. I've seen some fan art popping up all over the place.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know you made it, when your character, people are doing fan art of your character.
Yeah, absolutely. Always cool to see that.
It is. I
Yeah.
love it.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so
Awesome.
much. Everyone have a wonderful night. A great Halloween tomorrow.
Yeah,
If you're
happy Halloween.
participating in
Yeah,
Alternate
for sure. Yep.
take those pictures. Let us know how it went. Let us know that if people enjoyed getting comics on Halloween. There's always at least one person who tells me that they gave comics out and people just gave them weird looks.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like, what is this propaganda rag you just handed my
You know,
child?
and
Right.
it's unfortunate, but most people
Oh,
who,
it's a fun comic. Okay,
It's a comic
cool.
for kids, I
It's
promise.
fine. It's cool. Okay.
most people who participate in Alternoween have really nice things to say. So,
Good,
you know,
good,
I hope
good.
you guys have a great experience. If you did get an Alternoween bundle and you do give out the comics on Halloween, let us know. Share those pictures if you do take pictures. Otherwise, just letting us know it went great. It's fine by me.
Yep.
It's always good to hear that. But
Or say
before
if
we
your
go,
house got egged.
oh,
Let them know
well,
that too.
eggs are too expensive now for people to do that.
Oh, that's
Same thing
true,
with
yeah.
toilet paper.
I'm not throwing no eggs. You're right. And toilet paper
No.
is outrageously expensive.
Oh, it's,
Yeah, throwing
ain't no
eggs.
kids out there. They can't afford
I
the
know.
toilet
I'm not
paper and the
doing
eggs.
that.
to-
You can't afford to
forget
waste
it.
groceries? What are you talking about?
Not in this economy.
Not in
Egging
this
and toilet
economy.
paper in houses? I don't think so, buddy.
No, you kidding.
Oh, that's how they fixed it. There you go.
Think my feet are made of gold. What are you
What do you think? These eggs grow on trees?
I know, right?
All right. So before we go, Kier and Bill, anything you guys want to shout out? Where can they find you? All that good stuff.
I'm just KEIRC on X. That's where I'm at. So if you want to talk to me, shoot me a message. I'll talk back.
I got you. Well, my website's right here, billmouse.com. All my social links are on there. I got an online store there if you want to pick up some goodies. Sometimes I have some PDFs people can just download. I've got original art that I'll rotate around. Other than that, yeah, please buy issue 12 as well as the other ones.
I gotta get a
Spread the word to the Bill Mouse
.com.
fan base out there. Let them know.
I know, Can.
Bill's making his King Cryptid debut.
Yeah. This is personal historic event for myself. So
Are you gonna frame it like I framed mine?
I frame particular issues as I've gone along. Yeah. This being like the first issue that I'm doing with Pete, with Alterna, with these characters. Yeah, it deserves to be up on the wall.
I got the original art and the comic book both framed. Like,
Oh,
that's my
nice.
first comic book.
Nice.
There you
got
go.
to, man. Got to,
man.
It's your history.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And Wayne, thank you too. Everybody, thank you. Brian, Jeff. We got Kier giving thanks to everybody too. Look at that.
Thank you, Kier.
Thank you, Kier.
Thank you for being thankful.
Thank you, Randy. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much. Again, this campaign is for King Cryptid 10 to 13. Blood Moon is up today and tomorrow, November 1st. All you can get is cover A of Blood Moon. Other than that, everybody, we'll see you soon. I'll be back here again tomorrow night just to briefly go over some extra stuff with Blood Moon and another thing with King Cryptid to show you guys, of course, the updated page that got lettered. And other than that, everyone have a wonderful night and an even better tomorrow. We'll see you soon.
Good night. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween indeed.
All right.
Thank you.